G'day guys, welcome back to another episode of Buff's Outback Adventures. If you are new here, welcome to the shit show I call it. It's not always a shit show, but most of the time it is. My name's Brett, aka Buff. I've been getting called Buff for a long time now, hence I've named it Buff's Outback Adventures. I've been doing this for nearly 2 years now and I still haven't got a microphone, as you can probably see and tell. In case you can't hear me, turn the volume up. And then when the music comes on, you have to turn it down, and then when I talk, you have to turn it up. Anyway, on today's episode, no, it's not the end. It's not all over. We are only just getting started. 2022 is over. 2023 is going to be bigger and better than ever. Hopefully. We're going 52s. No, we're not really going 52s. No, today's episode was just, I was going to do a quick rig rundown on the car. Last rig rundown was a while ago, and I haven't done one for a long time now. And there's been a little bit change. I'm pretty sure I've even chopped it since then, and I haven't done a rig rundown. Been getting a few questions coming through just with shit that I'm running on it, questions and stuff, and people asking for a rig rundown. I don't like doing it because it's boring as batshit. But today is a little bit different. On this episode, we're going to go a little trip back down memory lane and have a look at this old girl when I first got it. Pretty much how it used to look and how it looks now. The thumbnail isn't lying. This car is quite wrecked. The cab's twisted, chassis's probably twisted. Diffs are, I'm on like the third or fourth set of diffs on this, housings, because they just keep bending. Yeah, I've done all the bracing, I've done all that. But when you're a bit of a tool like me and you hit tracks hard, shit doesn't, you can do all the bracing in the world and she's still gonna bend. I had a full exo cage on this and I still bent the car. Hence why I've got rid of a lot of bar work, and I'll get to that in a minute too. But pretty much, I bought this car just over 2 years ago for under $10,000. It's TD42. It had a 6-inch lift. Old was it Dobbins? It was a tough dog. 6-inch lift on 35s, board 35s. One of the cleaners, GQ. I've owned about, I think this is my 6th or 7th GQ wagon I've owned. It's probably one of the cleanest I've ever owned. I did have one earlier in my full drive career, which was about 13 years ago, 14 years ago. It was gold, it was mint. Bought it off of one owner, and it was, I didn't destroy that actually. It was one that I just let go and I shouldn't have, TD42. This big girl was really clean, straight. It'd been used, like the young fellas I bought it off, they used it, but just not to the extreme that I use it. We built it as a tourer. We put drawers in the back, we put jerry can holders, we had a rear bar on it, I put front scrubbies, rear scrubbies on it. I had a cargo barrier in there, sound system, for the bush stilts and stuff when we were out camping. Had interior lights, awnings, rooftop tent. I had everything on this. We done a few good trips in it. We did a few beach camps, we travelled up Barrington Tops, done a lot. I did a couple of filming episodes of that back earlier in my YouTube, so if you want to go back and have a look, you're more than welcome there. A bit boring, about as boring as my one episodes I'm putting up now, but a little more boring. I took it out on a trip and dinted it for the first time, and then from then on it just went to shit. Yeah, pretty much, long story short, I don't want to bore you. I bought this straight as, cleaned it up, polished it up, painted all the bar work, put bar work on it, fresh lights, winches, you name it, everything. It was set up beautiful. It went really well. It was tuned. It wasn't tuned, sorry. I tuned it. It was set to I had the boost run. I was running it like, it was 10 mil pump and I was running like 10 to 15 pound boost, and it was just enough on 35s to get myself and my family to a camp spot and do a few cheeky little full drives here and there. But then, like as I said, I dinted it and then I was like, meh. Trip down memory lane when I first got this car. A few little things I'd done to it. You'll see it. It was like plain. I built it up, and then I'll roll a couple of clips after that. Just a couple, not to keep you going all day. Just, I don't want to bore you. And then I'll run you through quickly of what's on this big girl and what do we got planned for 2023. Righto.
Hey, real talk, you might want to winch. Because if you go back, you're going to hit your quarter on that. Steve, you got a better angle?
If you haven't, you know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, if you haven't seen many of my older YouTube videos, you've just come in now and you're looking at my videos now and you're like, far out, man, where did he get this thing from? Did he buy it like that? Did he build it? What did it look like before? That was just to quickly show you. Welcome to go back and have a look at my older videos. I got some from way back, even when I was in Darwin, cooking episodes. I know you all love them. And a few other cheeky ones from when this was a wagon, XO cage, 37s, blah, blah, from where it just started. You know, I went from 35s, 37s, 40s. It just kept going up, XO cage, and then it's to where it is now. So go back, have a look. Follow me on Instagram if you want, Pull Set Back Adventures 4x4, have a look. And I've got photos from the beginning, 2 years ago, I think it was, till now. So, righto, we'll get into this, run into it, or walk into it, I don't know what you want to do. We'll head straight in to this little rig rundown real quick for you, and just catch it all up on where we're at with it. And yeah, like I said before, what we're going to be doing in 2023, because we ain't going anywhere. Let's do it. Rightio. So straight up, I am running the TD42. It's a black top. We've got a cross country intercooler on top. It's got a battery. It's got a 4-core radiator in it. What else we got up front here? Did have thermo fans and all that sort of stuff for it. What have we got around here? I'll just go engine bay first. We've got a King Gawawa 20G turbo. It's a King Gawawa, I'm pretty sure. 20G turbo. I'm running the 4-inch Patrol Doctor snorkel bonnet entry into their airbox. What else we got over here? Time out turbo. That's about it. Oh, it's got a 3-inch exhaust into a little 4-inch thing coming out my bonnet. Sick cut in the bonnet there. Did that myself. And the Runva 11XP winch up the front. Torque battery charger. With some light legit. I don't even know how to say it. LED whip lights. Because Tyler Thompson runs them. I thought it was pretty cool to run them. No, not really. I actually had them before him. They're sick. They're pretty cool to. I don't know really what they're cool for, but I have them on when we're sitting around the fire and just for a bit of light, bit of disco stuff. Christmas lights, it's Christmas time, so pretty cool. Get yourself set. Yeah, I've actually got a code for them guys too. Check them out. I'll get up nice and close in a second. Add them on Insta. Yeah, a few manifold bolts are loose there, but that's cool. What do we got up here? That's about it. Alright. Well, while we're here at the front, that is a Patrol Doctor bull bar. Paul from On The Side Fab actually fabbed up hoops and stuff for me. He redid that main hoop here because it was a big fat dog, and he just pulled it off, put some skinnier one on there, made it look a bit nicer. I've obviously since cut off the scrubbies and stuff that Paul did all that good work for me. Under the front here, I'm running, we all know, I'm running Predator's suspension, shocks, coils, and yeah, I've got a Tough Dog steering damper there. As you can tell, It lasted about 2 seconds. The collar's broken, and I'm pretty sure the shaft snapped too. Yep, have a look at that. X-Link from Wild Customs 4x4. I believe they are actually Tough Dog or Superior front arms, not real sure. Like the steer arm. I don't even know where I got them from actually. Ask Mike, send Mike a message on at Mike_Noble Suspension. He might know because he put them on. I've got no idea. Sick rig rundown, bruh. Factory arms, they have been really good with the X-Link. If you're looking at putting an X-Link on, the only thing is crap about these things are the bushes, but they have worked very well. I've only ever broken one arm, so they've been going really well. I do have some Black Hawk arms coming. Well, actually, I've got them. Mike's just got to fit them. So, Mike, if you're watching, let's get that done, eh? Sliders from On The Side Fab. Paul, he's on Instagram, Facebook. Hit him up. He did the sliders. He built this tray. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's get back here a little bit. We'll go to the tyres. So I'm running 40-inch Maxxis Trappy Boys, Maxxis Trapidors. Since I put 37-inch Maxxis Traps on, I've gone through, I think I went through 2 sets of them. These are my first 40s. I bought these secondhand. I'm absolutely loving them. And honestly, to the day I die, I reckon these are the best off-road tyre. Down here, we've got PJ's off-road drive flanges. I was just breaking hubs every single trip I went out. So I've gone PJ's off-road drive flanges, which has sorted that out. It's just like an outside gear. Just go straight on the end of this axle. That's just a cover nut. You got to, you can access your grease nipple there for your RCVs and whatnot. So yeah, running RCVs. So we'll get into that now too. So yeah, RCVs up front. They are the 300M, so they're warranted for 40s. So just a little bit stronger. Grease nipples on the end. I've put them in. Haven't had a drama with them with my axles or CVs breaking since. Running these on 10, 12 PSI out in the bush, flogging the living shit out of this thing, and those things are absolutely killing it. Well, they're strong as. Like, I was still skeptical on how strong they would be. You know, I'm still like, oh, shouldn't do that, but I do it anyway. And they're holding up really good. I've got 4.6 centers in this. I've got GU diffs under it. We swapped them out ages ago. I think this is my 3rd set of GU diff housings. Like I said, I just keep bending them. They have been braced, and now they're just not braced. I've got an X-Link on the front, and I just keep sending it. They're cheap enough, easy enough to find. We'll just wax some more in. So yeah, GU diffs, RCVs up front, X-Link up front, front and rear lock, ARB lockers, which are absolutely shit. Not going to go into that. I probably will do a separate video on the lockers, because I've had recently been, well, not screwed over, but ARB just didn't want anything to do with a broken locker of mine. So anyway, looking at going to maybe TJM Pro lockers. There's E-lockers and whatnot, but I think I do want to stick with air. So yeah, we'll just, I don't know, we'll work it out in the new year. At the moment, the front diff's going well. It's got a cooked pinion, but still going strong. Factory gears and whatnot, but they are 4.6s. So we'll move on to, I can't, that's the exhaust. I was going to say, look at the exhaust, but that is the exhaust coming straight out of the turbo there. Why I did that, I had no reason. I just put this, I had jewels out the back. They didn't, I don't know, they were cool for like 2 seconds. And then I put on the stacks. They were even cooler, loved it. And then out of nowhere, I just cut the whole exhaust system off and ran an exhaust straight out the bonnet. I thought it would be cool. So I'll probably run that for a little bit and then change it up as well. But at the moment, it's sick. Passengers not so much because I can't see shit out my windscreen, but I can see fine. Ended up cutting the EXO cage off and just putting roof sliders on. These are from Paul's EXO cage that he built for me. I'll just cut them down, re-bend them a little bit to make them fit my roof, and I just welded them on, painted them up. Did that myself too, so I'm pretty proud of that. Cut these guards myself, pretty proud of that. Did that myself, and just in the backyard here, which I do. If anyone's got some guards, hit me up, because I do actually want to put some new guards back on. Because I don't know if you can notice, these doors, look how straight they are. Put them on, picked them up from a fella. He messaged me on Instagram. If I can remember your name, bro. I should have had this written down, but shout out to you. You know who you are. Picked them up from Coffs Harbour when I was up there, when I drove like half a track and destroyed everything. On the way up there, I picked up these doors. Put them on, cleaned them up, painted the bottom part, new stickers, and they are ready to be bent. Yeah, check these out. Shiny boys. Right up the back here, I'm actually running a 4-link that was supplied by Cam Fabrication. They did my rear war kit, well, they supplied the rear war kit, and I heard they do all that sort of stuff too. So yes, you can see down here, the gusset kit there, comes like a flat pack. So we welded that, or Paul welded all that up. I used my factory arms, lower arms as my uppers, and put PSR long arms in and done a 4-link. That's been like that now for a while. I lifted the shock, raised the shock mounts on the diff housing, so I just got an extra like 95 mil down travel out of them. Just here. Well, you did that myself too. Anyway, so yeah, did that. In 2023, this tray's getting shortened, the chassis's getting shortened. I'm putting the fuel cell up the back there on the tray. The spare tire will go like above it, and then I'm shortening the front as well. Once we put the Black Hawk arms in, I think it gives me like an extra 15 mil push forward. So going to cut the front of the chassis down, the front of the car down, pretty much just run a winch cradle to run a winch. I don't know how close this is to my face, but welcome, g'day. Yeah, so I'll shorten the front, shorten the rear. It might look a bit dicky, but it's not a show pony anymore. That's what it was when I first bought it as a tourer. It's now like turning it into, I guess, I can't say a tough truck because they're all buggies, but turning it into something that I can use and I can like drive and know what it can do, and you know, challenge myself and whatnot. And yeah, so I'll take you for a ride on that when that starts happening. But I think I've got a trip early Jan, and then I'm going to start cutting this thing up, which it'll be done in a week because I want to be wheeling. So righto. She's a bit of a mess at the moment, as you can tell. She's no tourer anymore, but anyway, got my dual ARB compressor over there, Vic Off-Road 130 amp hour battery here, got their inverter, their battery gear all here. So yeah, it's still set up. I can still run fridges, all my lights, all my lockers and stuff run off here. Pretty much everything runs off this battery here. So built that wall ages ago when we did the like this little carpeted section here. Did that ages ago when we did the rear wall. What else we got? Put a sheet on it. It's pretty cool. That was put on for my wedding. It was like last weekend. There'll be I don't know if you guys, because obviously this is YouTube, but if you follow me on Insta, you'll see there's photos and stuff starting to pop up. It's pretty cool with the soot coming out of the bonnet and stuff. It was mad. But looked real good for the wedding. Had the 62 in there as well. So there's heaps I've missed, but I don't want to bore you. There's 85 reduction, but this is all like in my last rig down. I just wanted to show you pretty much what I've done since. Obviously, if I haven't done a rig rundown since the chop, it's been chopped. I've got a light bar up there, probably the worst rig rundown ever. But I'll leave it there. I'll do a proper rig rundown with someone one day. Maybe I'll get someone to actually film me and ask me questions, and I can say, yeah, bro, it's got this, it's got that. But one day that will happen. For now, that is it. I want to thank you all for your continuous support through the year. Your liking, your sharing, your subscribing. If you're still around, I know a lot of you guys have been around from day one, and I appreciate that. Some videos are boring just like this, but you guys stick around and show me all the support. You've bought merch off me, stickers off me. So I really want to say thank you. And I hope you guys have a really nice Christmas, really good break. You have probably all worked really hard through the year. So take this time, enjoy, spend time with your family and your wives, kids. Have a few dad waters for me. And 2023 is going to be good. Hopefully you'll stick around and watch it, start doing a bit more collaborating with people, Queensland, down south. I was getting into that actually quick. Yeah, we've got the trailer now, so we're going to start traveling all over Oz. So Queensland, Victoria, wherever we're going to go, I'll let you know, and try and produce some good content for you all. But yes, enjoy, stay safe, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And I promise I won't hit you too much with that throughout 2023. If there's anything you want to know about the truck or me, send me a message. Oh, I just said truck. You're going to hate that. You're going to cop so much hate. No, it's a four-wheel drive. It's an Aussie four-wheel drive. But if there's anything you want to know, give us a yell. Give me a message. Follow me on Insta. Keep up. I put everything up. I'm putting posts up pretty much every day, just whatever we're doing. If we're going away in the vans or if we're in this. So, yeah. Hope you enjoyed that little bit. It's pretty much just to say thanks, and I added a little bit extra in there for you, a little rundown. So all right, I'll leave it there. Have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you in a few weeks, 2023. But pretty much, I bought this car just over 2 years ago for under $10,000. It's TD42.